these little sheets here, and we use these for voting and comments. And the first one says first speaker, and if you want to write a little comment to Mark about his speech, please feel free to do that. And I'm sure he'd like to hear what you have to say. While you're doing that, I will talk just a little bit more about Toastmaster goals. The wonderful thing about Toastmasters is you have, in general, you have a beginning 10 speech format. And once you get through with that, which builds your basic speaking skills, you get to choose what you want to improve on communication. And right now, my goal is to improve my persuasion skills. And I'm doing that through a series of storytelling speeches that I'm doing. Okay, with that, I'd like to introduce our table topics master of the day, and that'll be Chris.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I apologize. Typically in Toastmasters, we shake hands when somebody comes to the lectern and somebody is introducing someone else. I have a debilitating disease right now. And it's affecting my voice, and it's also causing me to have all kinds of germs. So I'm not going to shake your hand when you come up, just to let you know. Fortunately, there is hand sanitizer outside the door. I appreciate that what we're talking about as far as the box and things that are in the box. Right now, I see items. I have one of these sitting on my desk at work, and I have different items from my own box. However, right now I like to see candy on the table. I like to put that in my box before I leave it. Today's table topics are what I call ghosts of Halloween past. We've all celebrated Halloween at one point or another, I hope. And we are coming to another season of Halloween this coming Wednesday. So what I'm going to ask is if you have a volunteer come up, there are 5 questions that are listed up here, 1 through 5. As you come up, choose a number 1 through 5. Read the item that's on the list up here, and then describe it in 1 to 2 minutes. Whatever you feel most comfortable with. Obviously nothing too salacious and nothing too incriminating, but overall, what are some fun Halloween stories that you would like to share with us? So, may I ask for a volunteer?
Go, John.
John, numbers 1 through 5.
Just read it out loud.
You choose which one you want.
What are your favorite childhood costume? Gosh, I would say even nowadays, my favorite costume, because I've worked the last couple of times, is the Fred Flintstone costume. I wear the big feet and the crazy hair, and greet all the children that come in with a yabba dabba doo. And it seems like there's more fun in the neighborhood than anyone can imagine, plus it's something that's memorable to both the parents and the children. So that's my favorite costume. However, I do find it a little debilitating every now and then when it's a little cool out there and you're running around in a caveman suit. That's my favorite costume. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Let's see. Now if I could ask on another volunteer, number 3 has already been taken. So, Kevin, please come up. So 1, 2, 4, 5.
I'm going to avoid shaking hands. Probably a good idea. I'm being debilitated, right? That's like, in fact, I have 2 employees that are out with strep throat, so I hope that's not what you
I
have.
do not, to my words.
What is your favorite Halloween candy and why? My favorite Halloween candy is candy corn. I always like that. I think the dominant flavor in that is caramel. So I always like that. By the way, caramel is made by browning sugar to a certain temperature. I don't know whether you knew that, but that's the source of caramel and the flavor. So anyway, Mark, here's your this way.
Oh, thank you. Sorry. Thank you.
All right. So is that enough? Thank you.
So that's 2 down. I have 3 more to go.
Oh, pick me, pick me.
Either number 1, 4, or 5.
I'll take number 4.
All right.
If you were invited to a Halloween party this year, what would you dress up as? What I really like about Toastmasters is the fact that if you really don't have anything to say about this particular topic, you can morph it into something else. And because, of course, I live with an old guy, my husband. He is an ex-Marine, so you can imagine all of the holiday joy we have at our house. Nonetheless, I run out and I get candy, and I was always hoping that we could get a pumpkin. Nah. I still like to do the Easter eggs at Easter time. We have no children in our home. We have no real neighbors. And in past years, my husband was kind enough to hide the eggs for me so I could run out and find them. So, as a consequence, what I do is I buy the Halloween candy, I put it in a big container, and we wait for the kids to come. We live on a busy street, no kids ever come, so we sit in front of the TV set and we just sit and eat the Halloween candy. As far as dressing up, that's about as far as we go. Thank you.
Okay, and I believe I have time for one more volunteer. The topics are either what is your favorite Halloween memory or what's your favorite jack-o'-lantern design. So if I could have one volunteer come up and speak on either or. I'll be the sharp guy. Thank you very much.
All right, fellow Toastmasters, honored guests, I have a solution to Lydia's problem with her husband carving a pumpkin. I saw this on Fox yesterday, on Fox News, and there is a guy that now carves pumpkins with a handgun. He literally, they put the pumpkin up, and he just sits there and he shoots 2 or 3 holes in each eye, and then he was making the mouth, and I am sure, after having taught thousands of Marines, well, probably not thousands of Marines, but at least hundreds of Marines, they enjoy their weaponry, and anything that is artistic in that sort of way, they can actually wrap their heads around that. So that's what you need to do, and what might be fun is if you just go and get like a Daisy BB gun and have him try and do it with that, because then he'll have to shoot a lot longer. And the reason I'm saying this is because my green light hasn't come up, so I'm going to just kind of keep rambling a little bit. But that was just neat, watching this guy, and he was probably 15 feet away from the pumpkin, and it looked really good when they were all done. So with that, I will turn it back over to our table topics master, and have a seat.
Okay, that's all the time we have right now for table topics. If you wouldn't mind, on your comment form, there's a lot of us. A part of the bottom, you can vote for your favorite table topic situation. We are not going to vote today, so thank you for everybody who has participated.
Thanks for everybody participating.
Okay, thank you so much for those great table topics, Chris. And now we would like to call on our general evaluator of the meeting. Will be Lydia.